Hello students, welcome to our today's video lecture. I am Kapil Pundir and today we are going to start new unit of your mathematics book, that is calculus. And in this unit calculus we are going to start the chapter number 5, continuity and differentiability. And within this chapter we will start with the first topic of this chapter, that is continuity. Now, to get the intuitive idea of continuity, I will start with a very common example of roads. Now, let's see what continuity is. When I say continuity, what comes in your mind? What is continuous? In normal layman language, what is continuity? Continuity is something which is without break. That is continuity. Now, first see this concept in terms of roads. Here you have three roads. These three roads, road number 1, road number 2 and road number 3, these are continuous or not. It is visible that these are continuous. Now talk about this road is continuous or not. It seems there is a break here, so this is not continuous. This is not continuous. What about this? This road is also not continuous because there is a break over here, in the road. Now I want to say, when we talk about continuity of some road, it is possible that the road is continuous at some point and not continuous at other point. हो सकता है एक जगह से टूटी हुई है लेकिन बाकी जगह तो ठीक हो. So we will talk about continuity at a point. We will start with continuity at a point. At a particular point, the road is continuous or not. How mathematicians see these things, continuity of something in terms of mathematics. Now, if we talk about a point, you must have studied in class 11th. If we approach a point from left side, what we call it? We call it left hand limit. Okay, and we represented it by limit x tends to a minus f of x, or we can write it as limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. What it means, if this is my point A and I made another point at h distance in left side, so what will be the position of this second point? It will be a minus h. And when you reduce the value of h, the point will come closer and closer and closer to the original point A. So that's why we are calling approach a point from left side. So this is the approaching from left side. This is the value of left hand limit. Then you must have studied the right hand limit. We call it right hand limit. And what it means? It says that approaching a point from right side. What it means, if there is a point A and at h distance I took another point, the position will be a plus h because I am taking it at right side. So now I will write LHL in terms of limit x tends to a plus f of x, or I write it like limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. Now what is happening here? When I reduce the value of h and approaches it to 0, so the point a plus h, it comes closer to the original point a, and the function will approach to some value. This is the right hand limit. Now there is one more thing to understand to study continuity, that is, this is left hand side approaching from left to the point. This is right hand side, right hand limit. Let me write it L. This is left hand limit and that is right hand limit approaching from the right. And there is a position. If it is a point A, then the value of function at that point is called f of A. We call it value at point. So we can say, to study the continuity of something, there are three things. We will call a function, a road or something continuous if the left hand limit and the right hand limit and the value at that function, they are equal. Then we say that the function or the road or something is continuous. And if something is not obeying this rule, then we call that thing is not continuous, or we coined the term discontinuity. Let's see further. Now look at this image. When you approach from left hand side, left hand limit is limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. You will reach there. When you approach from right side, that is RHL, limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. You may reach at same point, but this is the value of f of a. So fa is not equal to the limit. So the limit, left hand limit and right hand limit are represented in combined form by this. This is not equal to the value of function at that point, because the value of function is somewhere else. So we call this is not continuous, or we can name it discontinuity. So you must have cleared the concept of continuity, discontinuity. I will take some more examples. Now see this. Here I will check at some point. Let me check it at this point A. If you check the value of function, if you approach from left hand side, you will reach here, means LHL. If you approach from right hand side, RHL, you will reach the same point. And if you see the value of that point, you will reach the same place. So these are equal. So I will say this is continuous. Now if I check this one, this is point B. I approach from left, LHL. I approach from right hand limit, and the value at that point, FB, they reach at the same place. So this is continuity. Now I will check here for this road. This is C. You reach from left hand limit, you approach from right hand limit, and you see the value at that point. So all three are equal. So we can say that these three are continuous. Now see this. Let's say this is a person, his name is left hand limit. He approached the road from this side and reached here. This is a person and his name is right hand limit. He approached from right and reached here. But what about they are equal. Left hand limit and right hand limit are equal. But what about the value at point FA? This is missing, or I can say this is broken. This is not at the right place. So you can say the limits are equal. Left hand limit and right hand limit are equal. So they can combine. And we call it limit only. Neither left hand limit nor right hand limit. They form the combined limit. So this is not equal to the value at that function. So I will say this is not or I will say this is discontinuous. One more. Now we will see that if I talk about this point, this is my point A here, and if I approach from left hand side, the limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h, or I can also write it as limit x tends to a minus fx. This is my left hand limit approaching from left. I reach here. If I approach from right, that is RHL, right hand limit, that will be limit x tends to a plus f of x, or I can also write it limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. I reach here. And what about the value? This is the value at that point, f of a. Now you will see that here f of a is equals to RHL, but the LHL is not same, it is somewhere else. So I will say left hand limit is not equal to this. So this function is also this continuous. I hope this is clear to you. So here we have studied this type of when limits are equal to each other but they are not equal to the value of function. We have studied this one where value of function equal to one limit but the other limit is different. Now I am going to show you third type of discontinuity. Here you will see this is your LHL, you reach this place. This is your RHL, you reach this place. Now what about the FA? They can't meet, the value is not there. Okay, so what happens in some time, I will show you in the problems of mathematics. There are problems when you they go somewhere else, RHL and LHL go somewhere else, so they never meet. So this is also type of discontinuity. Now let's move to the mathematical concept of continuity, or I will say let's use the concept of continuity in our mathematics. Let's see how. Now here I am defining a function fx equals to 1 if x less than equal to 0 and 2 if x greater than equal to 0. We draw the graph. For x greater than 0 it is 2, so this is the graph. And this is not for x equal to 0, so there is an empty circle. Similarly for that I draw this because this is for x equal to 0 and 1. Now easily you can see like roads, this is not continuous. At which point? At point 0, this is discontinuous. Visible, very easily visible, because it's LHL. When you approach from left hand side, where you reach at 1. When you approach from right hand side to this function, you reach at 2. And when you see the value of that point, this is the circle, filled circle. So f of 1, f of 0 at 0. At 0 point the value is 1. So here left hand limit is equals to f0 but not equal to right hand limit. So this function is not discontinuous. I hope this is clear. Now see second example. Now see this. In this you will see the function is this. It is equal to 1 when x not equal to 0. It includes x less than 0 and x greater than 0. And 2 if x equal to 0. This is the diagram of graph of this function. Now we have when you approach from left hand side LHL, you reach at point 1. When you approach from right hand side, you reach at 1. But when you check the value of function at that point, what you get? Value of function at 0 equals to 2. So here limit of x tends to 2 fx. Limits are equal, LHL, RHL are equal. but they are not equal to the value of function at 0. This is x equal to 0. So this is also discontinuous. I hope this is clear. Now let's move further. Here are some examples how to check this in mathematical terms. Now I am giving you the definition. What is the definition? What we mean by this continuity, mathematical terms. How to check in exam? We can't always draw the diagram. So let me write this for you. Now let's read the definition of continuity. What NCERT says. They say suppose f is a real function on a subset of the real numbers, and let C be a point in the domain of f. Then f is continuous at C if the limit of fx when x tends to C is equals to the value fc. So this is the definition of continuity at any point C. Now let's take an example. You can see that I have a function over here 2x plus 3 and is asking me to check continuity at point x equal to 1. So this is 2x plus 3. Okay, let's check. We will first check the limit. So you calculated the limit, x tends to 1 fx, x tends to 1 2x plus 3, the function, and you put the value of 1 in the place of x. You will get 2 multiply 1 plus 3, that is 5. This is the value of limit. And what about the value at point 1? So point f1, value of function at 1. You have fx equals to 2x plus 3. So what f1 will be? F1 will be 2 into 1 plus 3. It is 5. So you will see the limit and the value at that function are same. So this is continuous function. We will do some more questions. But before that, there is one more definition. Can you say, till now we have studied about the continuity at a point. Now can you say a function continuous in general? आप किसी रोड को कब कहोगे कि वो पूरी की पूरी कंटिन्यूअस है ना? तब कहेंगे अगर वो किसी भी पॉइंट पर डिसकंटिन्यूअस ना हो, किसी भी पॉइंट पर ब्रेक ना हो. और आई कैन से अ फंक्शन और अ रोड इज कंटिन्यूअस if it is continuous at every point of its domain. So this is the same thing is saying in definition 2. A real function f is said to be continuous if it is continuous at every point in its domain of the function. So this is the definition of continuity on the whole domain. Now you can say we can't check at each and every point of a domain because there can be infinitely many points. So I will give you some hints for that, how to do that. Now you can see these examples from your book, and now see this. This is an important one. You must remember I have shown you the last image, this one, where LHL was going somewhere else, RHL was going somewhere else, and there was no talking about the value at that function. Now come to this. Here you will see this is the function of graph fx equals to 1 by x. Now when you approach from left hand side, where you go? You go to minus infinity. So LHL is minus infinity. When you approach from right hand side towards 0, you will say your RHL is infinity. And what about the value at 0? Can you calculate the value at 0? It can be infinity or minus infinity. So such type of, this is also a case when the discontinuity occurs. So this is also not continuous. or we can name it discontinuous. Now there are many other questions. Now let's do some questions from the exercise. Let me check, is there any something else. Before doing this algebra of continuous function, we will do some questions from our exercise. Okay, so here we go. This is the exercise. Let me write the question first of all. First of all, I am taking a simpler one. So it is exercise 5.1 and I am taking question number 2. See what is question number 2? He is saying that fx is 2x square minus 1 and I am supposed to check continuity at x equals to 3. So now let's do it. How to do it? This we know to check continuity we are supposed to see the left hand limit, right hand limit and the value at that point. Here you see the function is same for all values of x. So here we will directly calculate the limit. So I will write limit of x tends to 3 f of x. It will become limit x tends to 3 and the value of fx is 2 x square minus 1. When you put the value of x in this limit, you will get 2 multiply 3 square minus 1 and it will become 18 minus 1, or I can say it 17. So this is the limit at that point. Now what if I calculate the value of function at point 3? It will become 2 multiply again 3 square minus 1. It will become 17. So it is clearly visible that limit x tends to 3 fx equals to f of 3. Hence what I can say? Hence function fx is continuous at point x equal to 3. Be careful while writing this concluding statement. You should, if he asked in terms of a point, you should mention the point of continuity or discontinuity. Now let's see some other point. Now I will take the question number 5. Let me write what the question 5 is saying. Question number 5. They are saying that if fx equals to x when x is less than equal to 1 and it is 5 when x is greater than 1. Okay. Now and he is asking to check the continuity at x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equals to 2. Okay. So we can, let's first of all draw the graph for this function. We can draw it or not. Let me change the color for making axis. This is here and this is where we go. Okay. Now let's draw the function. For less than equal to, let me draw the points. This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5. Okay. For x less than equal to 1 means for this value and below the function behave like x. It means the input and output are same. So it will be like 1 if input is 0, output is 0, -1, -2, and so on. So the graph will go like this, and it will include this point, and that's why I'm filling this circle. Now what about the other one? When x is greater than 1, it gives the answer 5. When x is greater than 1, so there will be empty circle because 1 is not included in this, and for all greater value it will always give a constant function, that is 5. Now can you tell me about the continuity at point 0? Check at 0. It is very visible that this is continuous at 0. What about point 1? It is discontinuous at point 1. What about point 2? You can say it is continuous at point 2. Now how to prove this or how to see this mathematically? One thing I want to mention definitely, if you can draw the graph of the function in exam, you have done the 90% of the question in this type of questions, because they give very clear and visible ideas. Now I will check one by one. First of all, I will check for at x equals to 0. What I will do? You will see x equal to 0 will be under this piece of the function fx equal to x. So at x equal to 0, now I will check all three things. I will check its left hand limit, I will check its right hand limit, and I will check the value at point 0. So first of all, let's check left hand limit. Left hand limit will be limit x tends to 0 minus f of x, or limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h. Now I am talking about the values of x which are less than 0. So if I am talking about less than 0, it will come under this function. So fx will behave like x. So it will become limit h tends to 0 a minus h. Why? Because fx equal to x in this case. So it will become, I will write it 0. This will also be 0 because here value of a is 0. Now it will become, when you put the value of h 0, you will get the answer 0. So this is the right hand limit. Similarly, you can check for right hand limit. We will write it limit x tends to 0 plus f of x, or limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h, because 0 is the point where I am checking, and it will become limit h tends to 0 at 0 plus h, because the function is same, and here I will get LHL equals to RHL equals to 0. And if you check the value of point f of 0 at the point 0, this is also behaving at the point 0 in this manner, so it will give 0. So here it is visible that LHL equals to f of 0 equals to RHL, hence fx is continuous at x equals to 0. Now I will check at point x equals to 1. Now it is it's good one. So here I will calculate LHL, means I am approaching to 1 from left hand side. It will be x tends to 1 minus f of x, or I can write it limit h tends to 0 f of 1 minus h. Now for 1 minus h means numbers is smaller than 1. For numbers smaller than 1, it will behave like this, fx equal to x. So this will become limit h tends to 0 1 minus h, and here we will get 1. So this is the LHL. Now let's calculate the RHL. It is limit x tends to 1 plus f of x equals to limit h tends to 0 f of 1 plus h, because I am approaching from right side, so 1 plus h. And now 1 plus h means number greater than 1. So for numbers greater than 1, it will behave in this manner, fx equal to 5. So whatever input you give, the output always will be 5. And when you put the limit, you will get 5. Now you can see LHL is 1 and RHL is 5. They are not equal. So you will LHL not equal to RHL. So hence it is clear. We can check the value at point at function f1, but that is not required, because you can easily show if limits are not same, it will not be continuous. Now they exist but not same, so hence this function is discontinuous at x equals to 1. And now you can do the third for value 2. Let me do it for you. X equal to 2. Now I am checking for x equals to 2. It is also easier one, but we will do it. Now here is LHL, RHLL and F value at 2. Left hand limit when I approach from left. So limit x tends to 2 minus f of x equals to limit h tends to 0 f of 2 minus h, and the value for exactly less than 2. So where it will come? It will go like this here. Let me change the color so that you can see. See this. Less than 2 means here, very near to 0.2. So it will also behave like 5. It will come under this value. You can say x less than 2 can come in this, but I am saying very near to 0.2 but less than 2, very near. So when you're talking about very near, it's like 1.98, 1.99, 1.9999. So it will come greater than 1. So I am taking it the function fx equals to 5. And in this we will do it by 5. So the in output always will be 5 and my LHL is 5. Now when you calculate it for RHL, limit x tends to 2 plus f of x, it will be equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 2 plus h, and it will give limit h tends to 0 output 2 plus h means greater than 2. So it will be 2.00001, 2.000000001. So it will come in the function fx equal to 5. So I will write 5 and the output is 5. Now I am checking the value at 2. Now at point 2 it is behaving like constant function, so it will be, the value will also be 5. Now you can see that LHL equals to RHL equals to f of 2. Hence I can say the function fx is continuous at x equals to 2. So these are the three parts of the question. Now let's go further. I am taking one more different type of question. Now I'll do two more questions, then you can try. First I want to discuss this function with 3 points, with 3 pieces. These are piecewise function, and I will talk about these piecewise functions when there are 3 pieces. He is saying discuss the continuity of the function f where f is defined by. He has not given any point to check continuity or discontinuity at. He is just saying check the continuity. So where to check the continuity? I am giving you the trick. Remember this. In piecewise function, you will always check at the point where the piece is breaking, where the function is breaking. because at all other points function is behaving the same. Now you can see in this, for all values of x less than 1 and greater than 0, it is behaving like 3. So it will be continuous in all those points. And for values x greater than 3, the function is behaving like 4. So for all these points it will be same. But at the point 1, LHL will behave like 3 and RHL will behave like 4. So there can be possibilities of discontinuity. Similarly, in this case, you will check at 0 and 1. So because here the point is breaking. I will tell you why I am saying this, why this trick works. Here you will check at -1 and 1. So these are the type. Why I am saying this? There is a theorem, you can say. Why the theorem says that all polynomials are continuous in their continuous domain. If domain is continuous, then the polynomial will be continuous. You can check it. Now I am doing this another type of question, which are there are probabilities that they can come in exams. They are important questions. You can I will prefer to do this question. Now let's read the 17th question. What it is saying: find the relationship between a and b so that the function f defined by this ax plus 1 if x less than equal to 3 and bx plus 3 if x greater than 3. Now how to do this type of questions? Let's move to the notepad. First of all, let me write the statement of the question. The function is, this is question number 17, and the function is given by f of fx equals to ax plus 1 when x is less than equal to 3 and bx plus 3 when x is greater than 3, and he is talking about at x equals to 3. Okay, so let's do this. He is saying here the function is continuous at 3. Just give me the relation between a and b. So if I will write, if function fx is continuous at x equal to 3, then it should satisfy the condition. And what is the condition? The condition is limit x tends to 3 minus fx, that is the left hand limit, must be equal to the value at point, and it also must be equal to the x tends to 3 plus fx, that is the right hand limit. They must be equal. If it is continuous, it should satisfy the conditions of continuity. So first of all, I will calculate the LHL for this function. So LHL will be this value limit. I am now directly writing h tends to 0 f of 3 minus h, approaching 3 from left hand side. It will become limit h tends to 0. Now here is the tricky part. If he is saying the value is less than 3, 3 minus h means less than 3. So you will behave according to this function, this one, ax plus b, because it is giving x less than 3. So the function will be a, at value of x I will put 3 minus h and plus 1. This is the value of function. I can simplify limit h tends to 0, 3a minus ha plus 1, and when you solve the limit you will get 3a plus 1. This is the left hand limit, LHL. What about right hand limit? Right hand limit will be limit h tends to 0 f of 3 plus h. Why 3 plus? Because I am approaching from right hand side. It will become limit h tends to 0. Now 3 plus h means greater than 3. So for greater than 3, we will behave, the function behave like this, bx plus 3. So and at the place of x, what will come? The 3 plus h will come. So I will write it b 3 plus h and plus 3. So when I simplify this a little bit, you will see 3b plus bh plus 3, and when you put the value of h, it gets 3b plus 3. This is the RHL. Now let's also calculate the value of the function at that point, f of 3. What will come? Now where x is equal to 1, see this. See this here. This function is x equals to 3. It is also satisfying this condition. So it will behave like 3 ax plus 1. So I will write here it will behave like ax plus 1. So a multiply 3 plus 1. So it will be 3a plus 1. So according to condition of continuity, the LHL and RHL must all be equal. So LHL equal to RHL equals to 3 f of 3. So LHL is 3a plus 1 and RHL is 3b plus 3. They must be equal if it is continuous, and from here you can easily find the relation between a and b, and it will become, you can easily see that a minus b equals to 2 upon 3. So this is the required relation between a and b if the function is continuous. So what will my concluding statement? I will say this is the required relation between a and b for fx being continuous at x equals to 3. Okay, so this is the question. There are some other questions. You can try them at home, and as always, you can, if you have any problem, any query about these concepts, you can ask in the comments of video, or you can either ask in the channel, this regional office channel, or you can ask in my personal channel also. I will give the link in description. If you have any query about mathematics, is this 11th, 12th or something else, you can also ask in my personal YouTube channel. I will give the link. So this is the our continuity, the concept of continuity, and in next video we will discuss about the differentiability of a function. So let me take a quick recap what we have studied today. We have seen this. We see a function. Now I am talking in terms of function. First we check continuity at a point. At a point this is continuous or not. This point this is continuous or not. And for continuity we learned three things. We talked about left hand limit, we talked about the right hand limit, and we talked about the value at that function. And a function is continuous if left hand limit equals to the value at function and right hand limit. So this is the condition for continuity. This is the function for condition for continuity. And with that we have seen some other types of discontinuous functions. and the functions which are continuous. So this is the concept of continuity, and the concept of continuity came from the layman language. Continuity means without break. So similarly, you saw in the mathematics that this also means the in mathematics a function is said to be continuous if it is without any break. So this is the today's lecture. I hope it is clear to you all, and thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much.